Meet the Simbas. Bold, aggressive, and hungry to see Africa succeed. They are some of Southern Africa's finest industry leaders who started off with nothing. Chamo Chiwanza, the local maverick, has companies in security, real estate, and transport, to name a few. Ritesh Anand is a leading global fund manager with over 15 years of investment experience. Florence Ziyumbe, a successful corporate lawyer and one of the first women to have her own legal firm in Zimbabwe. Nigel Chanakira, he is the fearless executive chairman of Success Motivation Institute. Gary Thompson, today he's one of the biggest names in marketing and advertising in Zimbabwe. 2 innovators, 5 Simbas. If their pitch is compelling enough, they walk away with a life-changing deal. If not, they leave with nothing.
My name is Rumbi Zaingoshi. I'm here to pitch my idea, looks.co.zw. I'm very excited. At the same time, I'm so nervous to be here at Simba Savannah. I hope to bring all the Simbas to actually invest in my business. Hi everyone, my name is Rumbi Zaingoshi and I'm here to present my project called looks.co.zw. Looks.co.zw, it is a mobile app and a website that is aimed at promoting or showcasing talent within the beauty service providers, where they can actually interact with their clients, and we as clients can actually go online and be able to choose different looks, from the hairdo, from the makeup, different cosmetics, all under one roof. This platform is able to save us a lot of time, because most of our time, people nowadays, they are busy, they've got a lot of work to do, so they don't really have time to actually visit shops physically. So sometimes they'll end up being stuck to their physical circles, whilst there are other trends out there, because fashion is moving. Fashion is dynamic, it's changing differently. So you find out that mostly women, they change their hairstyles twice a month, but they don't know which one to choose from. So with this platform, it's just a mobile app. By the click of a button, you're able to actually select the new styles. You're able to connect to your service provider. So for marketing, we are going to use Google, AdWords, Facebook, and some physical marketing, where people can actually go there. Over 1,000 hairdressers in Harare only. So people can actually go and interact with these hairdressers, bring them on board. So we're looking at the first quarter, we're going to be offering this mobile app and website. We're going to be making it free for both subscribers and account holders, like the service providers. Then on the second quarter, then we'll start charging in terms of advertisements and sponsored listings or features. And we'll also have got a long-term plan of actually adding more value-added services like magazines and WhatsApp groups and even fashion games. So what am I looking at? What I need right now is $10,000 that will go to a mobile app developer, a mobile app designer, website developer, and website designer, as well as APIs and marketing. So basically, this is the deal on the table. If someone gives me 10,000, I'm able to actually give them 20% of the business. So we are looking at the rate, like in Zimbabwe, the internet penetration rate has increased from 11% to 47%, which means our market is increasing. And my mobile app and my website doesn't look at age, because everyone wants to look good so that they can actually feel good. So you are welcome to ask me any questions.
Thank you, Rumbi.
You're welcome.
Have you tried this app at all, or you're still looking for someone to develop it for you?
So what I have done is I actually bought a web address online. Then I created a Facebook page, and right now it has over 280 users. But I haven't gone to develop the website, the website and the mobile app as yet.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
This app is for women, is it?
Not for women.
It doesn't qualify.
It's not for.
I'm trying to think.
It's not for women only, but men also need to look good. There are latest trends in different designs, looks, and it's not limited to the hair or to just the clothes or the shoes, but it can go to the stockings. There are latest things that are out there that you would want to go into.
Rumbi, what is concerning me is that you just have an idea. I'm not even sure you know the actual cost of developing the app. You haven't tried it out. Yes, what you're saying is true, but where is the meat of what you're talking about?
I know the idea works because already...
I mean, like, how much are you going to charge for the use of the app? Do you have any projected cash flows for this business?
Okay, the projected cash flow is, we're looking at, if we are to charge just $1 for the account, firstly what we need to do is we're going to make the first quarter is for free so that we can have more subscribers. Then after we have more subscribers, we're going to say each and every service provider is going to create an account. After creating an account, we're going to charge, if we charge them at least $1 for the account, maybe for a period of 3 months, for us to actually maintain the account, it will be profitable.
No, but what are your costs? Before you say $1 will be adequate, how much is it going to cost you to run that? The app?
Won't cost.
Pay the people who are going to be keeping it updated. Where are your,
Florence,
financial projections?
I'm still on the business is now worth 50,000 already, and yet it's an idea because it's only what, $10,000 for 20%. So the business already is valued at 50 grand.
Coming up after the break.
Honestly, you're onto something. I think women in Africa spend more money on their hair than any other continent in the world.
I think we Zimbabweans are so obsessed with everything dollar. I want a guy who says, this is going to cost a cent.
Looks.co.zw is a mobile app and website, an all-in-one beauty and fashion platform. Rumbi needs $10,000 for 20% of the business. Does the deal look good enough for the Simbas?
Rumbi, business is a much more complicated thing, more than you are trying to put it. You have to go into the meat of the issue. You can't just jump from having an idea, and because your idea sounds good, and you say to someone, please, can you give me money? Business people put money where they can definitely get a return, and every indication is there that the return is going to come. You are talking about an idea
Florence,
that you haven't even tested.
Yeah, Florence, just to help, what are the alternative sources of revenue for this business? What are the alternative models? Have you thought about, paying $1, you need a lot of subscribers before you make any money.
The alternative, I've got other revenue generation models like adverts. We're going to engage corporates like the skin product corporates, the hair producers, the one who produce hair, the one who make shoes, and the high cobbles. We'll engage them to actually advertise on our site because there will be a lot of subscribers. So those people will be able to pay us, as well as
what else?
Featured listings. Like we can put a certain individual might say, I want to be on the featured listing, then we will actually make them pay. Then we're going to, on the long term, we're going to add value-added services like fashion games. Basically, I'm a software engineer.
What about online retailing? Why can't you go onto the website, pick a look, and then be able to buy the product? Why haven't you thought about that?
But that's a saturated market already.
Who's doing it?
Yeah, there's a number of companies.
While you guys are working at your fashion center, Rumi, can I just ask you, what's your background? You're such a vibrant, alive personality, but just give us, where are you from?
Okay.
What's you?
I do software engineering, and I'm a trainer. I train robotics, virtual robotics to kids, and also I run the Hour of Code at the US Embassy, so where I'll be basically training programming and a whole lot of stuff in terms of technology to kids. I'm a passionate
I think you've got an amazing personality. I think you've got amazing ideas that may not work in this area. For that reason, I'm out, but I'm 100% behind you for whatever could work, but I don't know if it's this idea.
I'm afraid I also have to say I'm out, because there's no flesh. It's just an idea. But you are still to investigate it, support it with numbers, give us some projections, because your number where you say you want so much is a thumbsuck figure, because you don't have anything in substance yet. So for that reason, I'm out.
Nigel.
I want to hear from Chamu. He's my lead investor. He throws in good cues. Definitely out, eh?
Not just out, definitely out. I like the way you're dressed, but I look at profits. I'm a numbers person. So I'm sorry, I'm out.
Rumi, I think you've got a good idea. I think it needs a lot more work. It needs a lot of refinement. You're weak on your numbers, extremely weak at your numbers. You should be able to aggregate all your sources of revenue. You should be able to aggregate your profit margins in each source of business, and then you should be able to give us a profit number when you come up. You know, if you know that you want 10,000 for 20%, then you're sure as hell should know what you basing your valuation for the business at. I think you're a good idea. You've got passion for this. This is something you're passionate about. But you've got to take that passion and put it into something that makes money. Yeah? At the moment, you've got a good idea, but you don't know how to convert that into making money. I think more carefully, refine your business. Think about what's going to give you the best revenue source. It might not be what you're thinking. But I think teaming up with retailers in Zimbabwe, whether it's Truworths, Edgar's, and bringing them on board, create the look and then sell that look to that person. That, I think, you're going to make more money than charging somebody $1 to perhaps think about how they might look good or what's the latest fashion trends. You can have that as a value-added service, but that's not going to make money for you. For that reason, I'm out. But pursue your dream and follow it.
Yeah, but just to say something on what Ratish says. It's my opinion. Ratish says, at the moment you've got a good idea. Rumi, this is not a good idea. Nigel, shoot.
Rumbi, I think, there's something exciting about you, in the sense that I think Africa needs people like you who are exploring these things, because I can well imagine, if this concept really did work, then hey, I think we'd get a lot of ladies. I kept looking at Flo to see whether she would bite, but somehow she just remained stone-faced. So I thought, no, let me be careful here. But here's the deal. Why don't you get some momentum going, get some traction, find out what the costings are in terms of setting this thing up. This dollar business, I think we Zimbabweans are so obsessed with everything dollar. I want a cent. I want a guy who says, this is going to cost a cent. So that it's a mass market thing, because people love looks. You're absolutely right. Then you scale it up. But what is it going to cost to actually get that whole infrastructure going? And if you're a software engineer, I would have expected a lot better from you. And you know that you can do better. You came to flog an idea here, and it's just not good enough. So to me, get some traction, come back next year, know that there is a Shumba that's actually, prepared to look at you and give you a good go. But at the moment, it's just an idea.
Rumbi, my final words to you. Follow your dream. Honestly, you're onto something. I think women in Africa spend more money on their hair than any other continent in the world. If you can, your target audience perhaps is not Florence, but it's your age group. They're constantly looking for what you're trying to create. But develop an app or develop a product that the market wants. It's not what you want for the market. It's what you think the market is looking for. So pursue your dream.
Thank you. feel a bit disappointed that I didn't get any Simba to invest in my business, but I'm not giving up. I'm just going to go on and do it. Then I'm gonna prove them wrong.
Coming up after the break.
$4,800 profit in a year, and you expect me to pump out 15 grand. How does that work?
It's a social business.
Business spaces is about making profits.
True, but with us, the main objective is to solve a problem. I'm Kitso Dube from a social startup called Prola Health. I'm looking forward to getting a few Simbas on board, and I'm grateful to be here. Thanks. My name is Kitso Dube. I'm a 23-year-old social entrepreneur. I come from Bulawayo. I've served in several communities and volunteered as an assistant in several women-driven projects. I've come to realize that a lot of these women tend to fall into problems when it comes to maternal and child health care. Most of these women that die during this period, usually it's because they're misinformed by relatives who want to replace the medical professional, or they are misinformed by friends. What Prola Health basically is a social startup that seeks to educate both women and their partners about important issues to do with their pregnancy and to help them raise the babies they love till their first year of life. We do this via SMS firstly. And this is because at least any $15 phone can even make it through SMS. Our service is available and we charge 10 cents per SMS to these women. We have been working individually, targeting each woman, and we've realized that it is slow. Our desire is to partner with hospitals, private clinics, and rural clinics to get access to much more women, to get the service being used by more people. And what ends up happening is, as we charge 10 cents, our actual profit is 2 cents per SMS. And we send 24 SMSs to each user per month. Our desire is to get 100 users in our first month, 200 users in the second month, and as we grow. At the end of our first year, we intend to have at least 9,800 users on our platform. This will be achieved through the partnerships that we'll have with the clinics that deal with way much more women than I've just mentioned. With these number of women, and the profit we're going to make is about $4,800 on the SMS platform alone. The SMS platform is broken down into two: the tips that we send and the reminders. Secondly, we have a mobile application where we will be charging at least $2 once off. And to another 9,000 women, that could give us a fairly decent profit. And my ask is assistance to partner with more health institutions to avail our service to many more women and their partners to help reduce the high maternal and infant mortality rates in our country. And secondly, assistance in distributing this service better. And with that, I thank you.
What's your offer?
10%, sorry.
5% or 10%?
10%.
For what?
So I didn't mention this, $15,000.
How do you intend to spend the $15,000?
Well, we have got our computing, the software that we need to enable us to send our messages without having a physical person doing this. Secondly, in terms of the expenses that we run, the web hosting, the salaries that we'll be paying to the people that will be helping us work through the different communities.
$4,800 profit in a year, and you expect me to pump out 15 grand. How does that work?
Well, that's because of the expenses that we have. Essentially, our profit, our revenue at the end of the year takes us up to about $40,000 less our expenses, which should be about $35,000. So the profit at the end of the day is about $5,000.
And it will be shared with all the shareholders, I presume.
It's a social business.
Social business.
Social business.
I'm confused. Business spaces is about making profits.
True, but with us, the main objective is to solve a problem, though trying to make it financially sustainable. For example, in NGO, once the funder pulls out money, that's usually the end. But the social business, the objective is even if the funder pulls out, the startup is still able to continue functioning because it has a sustainable business model.
So this is not sustainable? Are you saying you want me to, is it a corporate social responsibility on my part?
Well, it's a social entrepreneurship that we're pursuing as young people.
I perfectly get where this girl she's coming from. I want to say to you, I was so impressed by your presentation. You make me proud to be a woman. You know, we've had a lot of men presenting here, but you are in a class of your own. And I love your pitch and your passion, that it is social. I think she's being very clear what she's intending to do.
Coming up after the break.
She has a social heart.
Yeah, but I'm a business.
And that's what she's trying to do.
So it's a corporate social responsibility.
Absolutely, she has said that. I think Chamu does have a social heart. I think so.
No, but I'm no donor. I'm no donor at all. I'm no philanthropist.
Kitso's Prola Health is a social startup focusing on maternal and child health care. She's asking for $15,000 for 10% of the company. She needs a Simba to turn her passion into a working business model.
I think she's being very clear what she's intending to do. She has a social heart.
Yeah, but I'm a business.
And that's what she's trying to do. And she is saying she just needs funding to make sure that she can fulfill her passion.
So it's a corporate social responsibility.
Absolutely, she has said that.
So your
And
position.
I think Chamu does have a social heart. I think so.
No, but I'm no donor. I'm no donor at all. I'm no philanthropist.
I get you.
I'm out.
I'm out as well. This one goes above me. I think Auntie Flo will leave this to you.
Yeah, Retish?
You know, I understand social entrepreneurship. I understand what you're trying to achieve. I think combining social entrepreneurship, I mean, with profitability, like ultimately, you know, business is motivated by profits. And I think there's a fine balance between, you know, doing good, but at the same time making enough money. You know, the very fact that you're asking for 10%, you know, 15,000 for 10%, you're valuing this business at $150,000. Yet in the first year, you're going to make $5,000. None of the Simbas here, you know, we all have hearts, but none of us are charitable organizations.
Some are smaller than others.
Yeah? At the moment, you have a good idea, and I bet you haven't even developed the app yet. Do you have the app?
The app is being developed, but the SMS platform is already working.
The SMS
The SMS platform
is working,
is
but the
already
app is not there yet.
Not yet.
What's the size of the market? How big is this market in Zimbabwe? How many women are there that have this problem?
Well, from the research that we've done, especially in Bulawayo, we've realized that we've got about 200,000 women, just in my city alone, where we've done this research.
200,000, and you're targeting 9,800. So
what's your
what are the other? What are the other?
Well,
Wait, I want to understand the business. So you 9,800 users first year. You've got 200,000 just in Bulawayo. So multiply that by 5. You've got almost 1 million people
True.
that need this product.
True.
Look, my view is perhaps partnering with a health organization. I think there are specific social entrepreneurship funds. I think there are foundations that believe in what you're doing. I think align yourself to someone like them, because I can see you're passionate about what you do. You want to make a difference. Clearly, you're perhaps not motivated by profit as some of my Simbas are, although you do want a lot of money for your business. But I think, you know, perhaps develop this idea further. I think it's perhaps too early for this platform, but go and align yourself with a foundation. Get some soft money. What you need is not hard money. You need soft money. You need charitable money that'll support what you're trying to do.
Are you in?
I'm out.
I'm afraid I also have to say I'm out. The only reason is that the amount of money you're asking for is a bit steep compared to any return. And if I had that kind of money to play around with, I would have supported. So I'm afraid to say I'm out, but please keep up with that idea. It's very noble.
Impressive vision. Love your presentation. My wife's name's Paula, so Paula Health very close, and she's in health too. I'm not on this one, but I'm right behind you in what you're doing. Good luck. Hopefully, we'll see you at a hospital around the country soon.
Thank you very
Not
much.
with another child from me, but maybe someone else. I'm out.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gosh, it was hectic, but I enjoyed myself, learned a lot, and I'm truly grateful to the Simbas for all that they've done. Thank you so much.
A non-profit making NGO. Yeah. We're just looking for donations, not investments.
Yeah, but there's a real need.
No.
There's a
You
real
know
need.
what? She was very clear what she's intending to do.
Absolutely.
She also said to you, it will make a return. In fact, I saw that when Ratesh was asking the questions, he quickly held back because he suddenly saw it could actually make money.
Yeah.
Because she's just not marketing it, she's not really scaling it up, but
No,
this can
it
make
won't,
money.
Florence.
And I think
This is education on maternal health.
yeah, but she can make money out of it though.
How?
Well, the minute she's got a million,
No, but
every woman,
no, but
no,
you've got a
Ratish,
million.
let's be realistic. Every woman that who gets pregnant, go and signs in with a gynecologist.
I am pro-women, I am pro-health, but I ain't putting no money in there.
No,
When
the
we've
only
made
reason I am
money,
putting in the money is that I don't have it.
when we've made money, then we can do social.
Corporate social responsibility.
Next week on Simba Savannah.
Seeing your brand around, just a question with dealings with banks, doing so many different banks, how come you haven't gone there for finance and not have to give up 10%?
So you want to risk my money, give me a little, 10% of the action. I want it all.
Not only that, but the rate of return is extremely low. Because I mean, you pump in 30,000, you will see it maybe in year 5 in terms of getting it back.
I don't buy businesses, I back people. And I'm prepared to back you.
I want to give you 32,000.
Okay.
But 10%, are you out of your mind? What do you think I am? A donor?